Hi everyone, welcome to Intuitive Talks with your host Adanina. Where I intuit into it, you intuit into it, we intuit into it, we all intuit into it. I just intuited into it and I'm just connecting the dots while also just remembering memory. So today we're doing today on this episode of Intuitive Talks I'll be talking about you know um Big Brother Big Brother Nigeria, Big Brother Naija. Um, I don't usually watch the show, but I watch the commentaries, and since I'm in the United States of America, I don't know how I can catch these episodes of Big Brother Nigeria, but like I said, I look at commentaries and I just use my intuition and the little bit that I see, you understand, I'm able to make out what, you know, make out what the show is all about, you know. Um, well, I just wanted to kind of like give like a little bit of a comment based on what has been going on for like a couple of episodes or for some time now in the Big Brother Niger house, and that is understanding Lucy. I think that's what I would um term this video, understanding Lucy. I actually saw a commentary and a clip of Prince, one of the housemates yelling and um cursing, I don't know, cursing um in the direction of Lucy. Like I don't know if he insulted her. I didn't think that he called her out her name, but it was almost as if, well, it's not almost as if he used curse word. You understand? And the way he was yelling and shouting, even though a lot of people were shouting, you understand? I was really taken aback by Prince and his actions, whether he seems justified or not. I just didn't feel like he was justified to just yell at Lucy like that and scream like that. So I was taken aback, and I even commented on one of the music commentators or the vloggers, their channel, and I expressed myself. You understand? And you know I was just like, bottom line, I was just taken aback. I mean, Neo screamed, Neo talked his own, talk, but I wasn't taken aback by that. I was just taken aback by Prince. You get what I'm saying? And of course, no matter how we look at it, whether we feel like Lucy deserved to be yelled at or not, I mean, let's just call it what it is. It was a gang up. It was a gang up. You understand? No matter what Lucy has done in the past, still this episode or the episode where Prince was shouting at her, and still in another episode, Prince and Dorothy shouting at her. It's still a gang up. You understand? I've been in that position where people ganged up on me, and I've also been on the other end of where I've ganged up on people. You understand? It's still wrong. Whether you think your means is justified or your actions is justified, I still think it's wrong, because it makes someone feels bad, it makes somebody feels alone. You understand? Would if I was one of the housemates, would I be taken aback by what Lucy said? You understand? When they were picking her to do things, right? Picking her, to for a wager or whatever, or for a task. You understand? Well, yeah, I would be upset, if she should say something, against what I'm doing. But do I necessarily need to fight with her, even if she's trying to fight with me? No, no. No matter how much of a bad person she is, you understand, if we're all adults and if they are all adults, Why can't you why can't you control yourself? And yes, maybe let me play the the sex card. She's a woman, so I don't understand why what's her face or what's his face? Prince was in her face like that. You understand? Yelling, shouting. You understand? Curse words. You understand? Like all the no. You understand? And that incited, I think when Prince really started, I mean, look, okay, call me biased. I'm not even looking at Neo at all. I'm not looking at Neo at all. Maybe I'm being biased. Okay, he yelled, he screamed. Yeah. I was so taken aback by Prince. I'm not gonna lie. I was so taken aback by Prince. You understand? Okay, let me be fair. But I don't think there's any way I can be fair in this video. I wasn't taken aback by Neo. You understand? Him saying I'll clear you, this and that. Okay, that could be wrong. The whole gang up is wrong. Because Erica, the way she reacted when Lucy first, stated her stance on, okay, I don't want to work with Kid Wire, fine. Erica was handling it the way I feel that she's supposed to handle it, like a grown woman, like, okay. She didn't say the B word. She was like, okay, I mean, we'll go there. You understand? And then I think Neo started to to carry it. Um, I'm not supporting what Neo did. You understand? I'm not supporting what Neo did, but you understand? He yelled. Okay, there was an outburst. You understand? So now let's not say that I'm on Neo's side, but okay, people can have outbursts. You get what I'm saying? People can have outbursts, but not the way that Prince did it. I mean, not the way that Prince did it. I was just so taken aback. Like, you don't talk to a woman like that. Like, even if Neo did whatever he did, you get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I think when what's her face? I don't really know how everything goes, but with clips, I think after Prince shouted, that was what incited Erica to really shout, because in the first place she wasn't shouting. She was like, okay, she said I picked her. She said she don't want to be here. Okay, let her go to another side. Okay, you get what I'm saying? If that's how you react. Okay, you don't want to be see ya. You get what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, even though she was jumping up and down, this is besides the point, but still is a point. Like, her team won. Okay. So there's a method to her madness, and her madness is working for her. You get what I'm saying? So that doesn't excuse the fact that it was a gang up. You understand? When you gang up on somebody, how will you expect the person to feel? The person will cry. And then the real reason why I'm making this video is with understanding Lucy, is that grown people are grown people. They do a lot of things. So it's up to other grown people too to be grown and act like an adult and do the right thing. Is ganging up on somebody that you feel that have been insulting you the right thing? No, I don't think so. So why am I going to say that why am I going to say that she is wrong. Lucy is wrong for feeling that Dorothy and Prince is not her friend, and that Kid Wire is her friend. You understand? Is more of her friend than anybody else in the house. You understand? Than why is she feeling like Kid Wire, the person that she didn't want to work with, who I guess in the past also, you understand, said that he didn't want to work with her. Kid Why didn't want to work with her. Why is she saying, or why is she seeing that that person is more of her friend than Prince and Dorothy? I'll tell you why. Because friends or grown people, they can shout. You understand? The reason why I'm saying grown people is because when you're grown, you understand. Like, I'm grown. I'm 30 years old. Okay, I'm grown. If I decide to fight with somebody, even if I'm a kid, okay, I'm fighting. You get what I'm saying? But if you're a grown person, if you're an adult, you're supposed to know etiquette on how to handle situations. And even as adults, me, one of them, I may not always be able to handle situations correctly. You understand? In a fight, because you know emotions are running high. Emotions is running high. But at the same time, you get what I'm saying? Am I going to lie and say that Prince, as the deputy head of house, um, did he handle situations well, or did he even escalate it? You know, even more than Neo. If I overlook him, if I overlook Neo, which is what I'm doing, yes, Prince you know, he escalated that situation. I have to say it from my point of view, and you know, judging it based on my personality and on how I feel. Um, everyone knows Lucy. You understand? Everyone knows the housemates, kind of, sorta. You understand? And like I said, understanding Lucy, you understand, okay, you had a fight, or there's a gang up, you understand, or everyone is fed up. Okay, I've been hearing the word fed up from different vloggers, fed up, whatever, or not. You understand, people have like, they've taken it to the brim or whatever, if they've had it up to here. You understand? Okay, you fight. What do you teach little children? Like, if a child should come to me with their fights, I'm trying to resolve it. If i um if i just says, okay, um okay, you did wrong, you say sorry to this one, you understand, and I leave the other child sad, you understand, just because I'm trying to defend one child, that is wrong. That is wrong. You teach them to fight fairly. You see some adults, they're like, okay, sorry, and then you tell that other person too to tell the other person sorry, and even if you don't tell that other person to tell the person sorry, you guys hug it out. You at the end, you say it's okay. Oh, both of you hug each other, say I'm sorry. This one says sorry, why? This one says sorry, why? Even if it's not readily understood why this party is apologizing, even though this other party hurt this party. And I hope you're understanding me. This is intuitive talk, so welcome. You get what I'm saying? You got to follow what I'm saying. So when Lucy is saying that Kid Y is her friend, okay, after all the fight, she's been crying for a couple of days now. You understand? Because of the I don't want to work with Kid Y situation, right? Why is it that the person that she didn't want to work with, and mind you, this is not one of the persons who was shouting at her. Why is he the person that went to go hug her and probably pecked her or whatever? Why? Why couldn't Dorothy, even though she's upset, and says, you know what, like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to hurt your feelings. You understand? It's just that, we were just disappointed. No, not disappointed. No, I'm not going to use that word. You understand? We're just fed up with what you're doing. We're just like, okay, we don't like it. And as a grown woman, if she's entitled to her opinion, whether it's annoying or not. It's up to the other party to conduct themselves properly, like a grown adult, and manage situations, conflict effectively. And that's what makes you grown. Grown does not mean you shout at somebody trying to check them as if they're a little child. She's grown. And I don't know if it's because, I grew up in the United States. That is just a no-no. You do that when you ganging up on people. That's straight up ganging up on someone. You understand? You cannot tell me that that is not a gang up. And you cannot tell me that a gang up is right. You understand? Like I said, I've been in situations where people have ganged up on me a lot. You understand? So I've been in a position where, with what Lucy is feeling, I totally understand it. And you understand? Like I said, remove everything that you think that Lucy has done. What is happening is that in this situation, is it great? Is it good to put somebody down, to yell curse word at somebody's face, or or do kind of like Prince did? remember, I'm overlooking Neo, so I'm kind of sort of biased, but it's the way I saw things. You understand? I was taken aback by Prince, especially since you've been, dubbed, you understand, or deemed like the deputy head of house. Why are you yelling at your friend like that? And why do you think that you understand that you will not say sorry after the fact? Just say sorry, whether she takes it or not. Just say, look, I didn't mean to make you cry. And when she's expressing herself, she's being emotional. As a man, you're supposed to be able to control yourself and listen. And even as Dorothy too, as you being her friend, for the fact that she's feeling emotional, we're not saying that she is right or she is wrong, because in her own way she is right. I mean, if I look at it in your way, okay, you're right, but Dorothy, okay, you may be right, but is it still a gang up? It's not right. You understand? Okay, do you want to hurt her feelings? But you hurt her feelings, or she's feeling hurt. She's feeling like everybody don't doesn't like her. You tell her sorry. What? So Erica, being, even though she did something wrong, you understand, and even you understand, and to be honest, Erica didn't really do something wrong, but yes, she didn't necessarily handle the situation effectively. But she's no Ozo, and I'm not really trying to throw shade at her too much, because I would say Prince really incited that gang up, because after, I think it was after Prince shouted his own curse word, whatever, then Erica now started, really flaring up, you understand, and said what she said to really hurt Lucy or whatever. Everybody was saying stuff that hurt her, even if she acted like she wasn't hurt or not. She's clearly crying, or she was clearly crying after the fact, even after they won their task or whatever. Yeah, after she was in the winning team, you understand, she was still. I think after that she cried. You understand, and she still had to argue her point of view, fighting by herself. You understand? So that's a gang up. When you see that you've hurt somebody's feelings, whether you're right or wrong. Moral instruction. This is why I was always the best in my class. And you understand, in elementary school, in primary school, in moral instruction. Nobody ever beats me in moral instruction. You go say sorry. Hey, sorry. And that is what Kid Wire did in this situation. And that is why she was that is why I didn't want to use that word that I wanted to use. And that is why she was confident and able to say, she was um confident on her stance that Kid Wire is more of my friend than Dorothy and Prince. And I will feel that way too if I was in Lucy's shoes. I'm a type of person, I like to fight passionately. You get what I'm saying? So if I should say anything or do anything stupid, you understand, to warrant people shout at me, I still want to make sure that the person that I'm fighting with, I can still make love to that person. And I want to understand that that person loves me. And that's the reason why I'm fighting if with that person. If not, I don't want to fight with you because you fighting to kill. No, I'm fighting so that, that's the prelude to our sex. You understand? You know? Hello? You get what I'm saying? So why is it that Kid Wire has to use his brain? You get what I'm saying? And or his heart, and says, okay, you know what? This girl is hurting for the fact that this woman is hurting. You understand? She's a woman. I still have my girl here. But I don't want to see her cry. Whether he's faking or not, that is a big gesture. That goes to tell you this is what they teach little kids. Or this is what grown people are supposed to teach little kids. Not shouting, shouting, shouting at someone because you think that you're fed up. No, she's a grown ass woman. She's okay to feel the way she's feeling. She is. if she said I don't want to work with it, okay, yes, I was taken aback. I was expecting Erica to deal with her right then, but no, Erica was doing her best to to handle the situation as a grown woman, as the HOH, as the head of the house. Okay, she don't want to be here, so you get what I'm saying. She doesn't even have to say the B word. She was like, oh, okay, indirectly, okay, bitch, go over there. Oh, okay, do you want to take this bitch? You get what I'm saying? No, she didn't have to say that, and she didn't. It was not it was when Prince started shouting, and that made me feel so sad, like, and I didn't feel pity. I didn't feel pity. I was just so enraged. You understand? I didn't feel pity for Lucy because she was holding her own, and I'm glad she's a strong woman. Even if she's hurting, she's still a strong woman. So I can't feel pity for her. I just understand her, and okay, yeah, I feel bad in general, but I just felt so taken aback. I felt so upset as a woman to watch a man just be yelling. You understand? No. You take care of the situation like how Kid Wire did. The whole fight is about Kid Wire. You don't let things pile up. When things come, you deal with the situations. But yes, as human beings, sometimes when we're trying to deal with emotions, we may not really deal with it. We suppress it, and you wait, and have an outburst. No, it's wrong. Is wrong. So I feel like Lucy is justified in her feelings for saying that Kid Y is more of a friend. And I think she's even implying that, okay, even Erica and Kid Y is more of her friend, but she specified Kid Y, and I understand that. You understand? Because even, like I said, even though Erica was not really saying sorry, she was actually trying to have a conversation, even though she wasn't really feeling sorry. But I can feel, I can kind of see, you understand, because I saw the clip that Erica was sort of like, you know trying to ease the situation a little bit. But I don't know if it was because of Kid Wire, but I think Kid Wire felt bad. And mind you, Kid Wire didn't say anything. You understand? I don't think he really joined the gang up. I think Erica, wanted to defend her man, or whatever. Um, I don't want to say whether it's in her place or not, because I know that any woman or whatever wants to defend her man or whatever. But at the same time, I felt that Erica, well, it was a gang up. What do you expect in a gang up? She tried to handle the situation right, but then with all the tempers flaring, you understand. Remember, I'm overlooking Neo. I'm overlooking Neo. I'm overlooking Neo because it was, tempers were flaring, and so there was a gang up. You understand? So Erica really put that dagger in the gang up, and it didn't make it good. I think the dagger, like, I see Erica did not drive in the dagger. It was, and I'm not finding this funny. It's funny that Dorothy too started really marking in. You get what I'm saying? Talking about her, getting upset. No, you don't do that. But if you did that, you and Prince, Dorothy and Prince, you go to your friend. Why is Kid Wire? Why is Kid Wire the one doing it? And that's what Lucy meant. That's how you have to understand her. You don't, oh, Lucy, I've been doing this. No, look at the situation. Would you like to be ganged up on? I wouldn't. I know how it feels like. Would I like to hurt somebody as a result of ganging up on them? Ganging up on them is not good, no matter how you slice or dice it. Is a group of people tearing a group of other people down, or a group of somebody down. Usually, the person that they're ganging up on is just one, or they're lesser, in the other, on the other party. Is a gang up. What do you do? I'm sorry if you felt that we were ganging up on you, or I'm sorry that we ganged up on you. Dorothy and Prince supposed to say that, and they should be the ones that is giving the hugs, not Kid Wire and not Erica trying to talk the situation out. You understand? When she's clearly gonna be on her man's side. So that is why, yes, if I was in that type of a situation, I would say that Kid Wire and Erica are my besties. Because at least when I'm crying and feeling alone, they didn't allow me to feel alone. And you see, I'm very passionate about this. And I don't have to know Lucy to feel like that. You get what I'm saying? If you have somebody gang up on you, then you will now understand where Lucy is coming from. Okay, you fought. Okay, you fought. Look. That is why they show good sportsmanship, even though it looks like it doesn't tie into what I'm saying. When somebody is the loser, you understand, they still shake hands with the person who won. And that is exactly what Lucy is doing. You get what I'm saying? Though they won and lost in different ways. Kid Wire was on the losing team. So in other words, Lucy was even right. So she's on the winning team, but people are ganging up on her. So she feels that she has lost her friends or whatever. You get what I'm saying? So if somebody, you understand, that didn't want Lucy on her team in the past, or you understand, or is being rejected to go on the team of Kid Wire, if he's the one that is now saying, oh, you know, the person that she's going against, if her opponent can come and shake and hug her and kiss her, damn. You get what I'm saying? That goes to say, you get what I'm saying? That my enemy is my best friend. And it's not that deep of the fight that she was saying, okay, you don't want me on a team, or I don't want you on a team. Fine. What's the big deal? He's the one that, at the end of the day, that went to go hug and kiss her. That should tell you a lot, and that should tell us how we are as a human being, watching it as a society, watching it as a society, as an audience, and is still crucifying Lucy. Really, with the situation that she's in? No, that is horrible, and we need to check ourselves as people. You understand, and really learn what we did in moral instruction. So, that's what I have to say. I'm just, I was really passionate about the subject, and I'm tired of just writing it on that comment. I just decided to just put out a video of how I said, of how I feel. You understand? And yeah, that's just how I feel. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in to Intuitive Talks. I'm your host, Adanina. I just connected the dots while also just remembering memory. We love you, Auntie Lucy. Yeah, we love you. Keep being yourself. We love you. We understand you. And yeah, big ups, big brother Naija. I love you. Take care, everyone.